Folk Football back again, guys, with another video here, and we are looking at the latest transfer news this morning. Well, I say this morning, it's more like this afternoon, but Brendan Rodgers again has come out about Tierney and said Celtic would not pay 25 million to 30 million for him. They couldn't match his wages either, but he says one can never tell when a possible return could be on the cards for the Arsenal defender. So Brendan Rodgers thinks but Kieran Tierney could still be on his way. Maybe just not this summer. If it was going to be this summer, it looks like a loan deal, which we kind of all thought. We know Celtic aren't going to pay that amount of money for Tierney. I feel like if the old firm is ever going to fork out money like that, it's going to have to be for someone who's going to legit be providing them with 40 goals a season. And I just don't see a left back doing that, But Celtic sticking with them. They're close to a £1 million deal for Kwon Hyuk-koo. Of course. That's going to be a double deal eventually, to the two South Koreans that are going to be getting brought in, so it looks like they're getting them over the line. But we go to Rangers next, and the Rangers' hopes of thrashing out a deal for Danilo are being stalled because Feyenoord boss Arne Slot wants a replacement signed before sanctioning any move for the Brazilian. So that's not exactly ideal for Rangers, and you can understand why, because his striker Jimenez is actually suspended for the first two Champions League group stages games, which of course we know Feyenoord are in because they won the league, so he wants a good striker, not the third choice. And tell you what, Danilo has been absolutely banging in goals for fun. As this dog's out of breath, right? You need to relax, big man. But anyway, Danilo, it's a problem for Rangers. They probably should have tried to get this deal done ages ago, but they probably didn't have the funds. They needed to sell players like Chulak, probably, etc. Probably may get a few more players off the wage bill. So at the end of the day, it's a tough one. I feel like this one could literally drag on for the next month because Feyenoord are probably going to feel like they're in no rush to buy a striker. It's like, oh, if one pops up, we'll get one. But at the end of the day, they'd probably like to keep Danilo because he started in every single friendly for them. So if you look at it like that, they obviously like him. They obviously back him. It's not like they're openly wanting rid of him. It's more of, here, Rangers, if you pay the money, we'll get rid of him. But at the end of the day, we'll keep him if you aren't willing to pay it. And if we can't find a striker. Meanwhile, another Brazilian by the name of Tierney, he's been linked with Celtic. He's told Shakhtar Donetsk that he wants to rip up his contract and move away from war-torn Ukraine. He doesn't want to be in war-torn Ukraine anymore. Ukraine just blew up the Crimea Bridge last night. He's probably went, that's the final straw. I need to go to the Squinty Bridge in Glasgow because that is where it's at, guys. But anyway, it is what it is. And I guess we've got to move on to another bit of transfer news. And even though yesterday we reported that Johnny Evans looked like he was going to be, potential link to Celtic, well, it looks like that is no more. That looks like Brendan Rodgers has ruled that out, even though he's close friends with him. That's according to Football Scotland. But we did have another report today for the Belfast Telegraph that Rodgers is hoping to bring Evans to Celtic on a short-term deal, but that's probably just the Belfast Telegraph being like a day behind everybody else, more than, don't know how long it takes the news to travel across the Irish Sea. But when football's that shite in the six counties, or the other 32, whatever you want to call it, how many counties is there all to get? I think it's 32 across the board, but it's 26 and 6. Is that how it works? I know it's 6 for a fact. I don't know what the other ones are. But anyway, I'm talking pish. Johnny Evans, he's not going to Celtic. Till next time, guys. Peace.